Okay, today's lesson is pretty much just going to be kind of an introductory to harp harmonics. I'm going to kind of explain what harp harmonics are towards the end of the lesson. And the first half of the lesson, we're just going to kind of work on some of the technique of actually playing the harmonics that we need to do. The first thing you need to realize is when we have the harmonics on the open strings at the 12th fret, just the basic ones we get, those are very strong harmonics. So you can also play a harmonic off of a fretted note anywhere on the guitar neck. That harmonic for that note will also appear 12 notes above that one. So if you think about it, we have open strings here. So the harmonics, these harmonics are for those open strings, so the octaves of the open strings. If we're at the 5th fret here, anywhere across the 5th fret, any string, like I'm on the 3rd string here, 5th fret, if I add 12 to that, it equals 17. So if I can play a harmonic at the 17th fret, I have the harmonic of that note. Now, here's how you can work on how to play this. Let's talk about how people do this. There's a few ways that people play harmonics like this. There's not really a right or wrong way. I'll show you the way I do it. What I do is I use my first finger to actually place my finger directly over the fret where the harmonic needs to be, just barely touching it, just like you would do a harmonic here at the 12th fret, just your regular open strings. But where do I put the pick? Well, I hold the pick between the first and my thumb and my middle finger. So I just took it from here, where I usually hold my pick, and just used the thumb and scooted it over to the middle finger, and that left my first finger open. And then when I play, I touch the string with my 3rd finger, if you can look at it from the guitar point, and then just pluck behind it with these fingers. It's kind of awkward to pluck that in the beginning, and you got to keep your first finger really still while you do it, and you pick and you just come off the string like that. So this is what the technique is. I'm just going to take the first finger here and place it right on the 17th fret, and then come off the string. And see, I just plucked with the pick behind it. Another way that people do, they use their first finger still, but they take their thumb. They'll like tuck their pick into their hand, like right here in the joints of the middle finger, or maybe in their thumb or something. And then what they like to do is they still use their first finger to fret the harmonic, but you use your thumbnail behind it. So you literally just pluck with the thumb. So there's guys that it just doesn't really matter what you do. Find one that's comfortable for you. I kind of like to use the pick. It gives me more of a uniform sound. So especially when we get to harp harmonics. So you'd want to practice that in a couple different ways. You can practice simply by, let's take a simple D major little 1 octave scale. Now that's the 5th fret on the 5th string, then the 7th fret with your pinky, 4th fret on the 4th string, 5 and 7. So we got, and then we're going to end it by the 4th fret on the 3rd string, then 6, then 7. So we have. And what you can do to practice this technique is, whether you're using your thumb or a pick behind the note, take your finger and see if you can trace that scale, and use your fret markers. The fret markers will look the same. The fret marker at the 5th fret is the second one after the beginning of the guitar, and the fret marker here at the 17th fret, 12 frets higher, exactly 1 octave, where the harmonic will be the 2nd fret dot after the double dots, because that's basically where the guitar starts over. So the fret dots will be identical up here. On most guitars, and some guitars have fins or whatever, but at least the dots on the side of the neck usually look the same. And then just follow that scale. Now all I'm doing there is, if it's at the 5th fret, I place the note down here and I pluck its harmonic. Then I come here and lower my pinky note and then pluck that harmonic. So you want to get used to that technique of just kind of be able to trace notes like that. Just trace the same shape that you're doing in the left hand with 1 finger here, and always picking behind that note, and see if you can get them all to come out clean. It's a little awkward at first, but then you get used to it. The next step you want to do is work on going across strings. Let's do a straight bar at the 5th fret. Just 1 finger across. then take that, and obviously these will all be at the 17th fret, and just go across strings. Now these, when you play things on different strings, now you have the benefit of being able to let these things ring. We're starting to get closer to the harp harmonic sound. So you're basically just gonna let all the notes ring, okay? And then the next step would be actually hold like a regular A major bar shape and see if you can trace that whole thing. So it'd be 17th fret here, then the 19, then the 18, and then the 17th. Just like that. So just practice the coordination of hitting these notes. Go very slow. Now let's talk about what a harp harmonic is. Harp harmonic, it gets its name because it almost sounds harp-like when you get it going well. And what it is, it's a combination of harmonics plucked like this in the right hand, along with fretted notes or anything but regular picked, naturally picked notes. And when you combine them, they create this effect that it sounds like they're actually all harmonics, but just every other note is. We're going to stick with this bar, this 5th string bar, and this is our first actual harp harmonic sound. So whatever way you're plucking the notes, continue doing it with your thumb, or the pick being held with your thumb and middle finger, but you need to pluck, the string that we're going to be plucking is going to be done with your pinky or your 3rd finger. Once again, you got to find the one that feels good to you. I like using my pinky. To me, it's stronger and I can get a better grip on the string. So let's go across here, and what you're going to do is you're going to start with the plucked note on the 4th string. This is just one pattern. The next lesson we're going to break out, really start applying this technique to some cool stuff. You're going to start on the 4th string with, I'm going to pick with my pinky, but you can pick with your 3rd, and pick that string normal. I just picked it. And then after that, then you're going to pick the 6th string, so you're going to skip a string and pick the 6th string harmonic at the 17th fret. So we just did that. Then basically you're going to move everything down one string, or over higher up in pitch. So now you're going to pluck the 3rd string with the pinky, and then hit the harmonic of the 5th string. And then the 2nd fret, the 2nd string, and then the harmonic of on the 4th string, and then all the way to the 1st string. So we have this. I think you can see where the harp sound, the harp name comes from now. And then we can continue going. When you get to that, you've done that, hit the top string again, come and hit the harmonic on the 4th string, then hit the 2nd string with the pinky, and you're basically coming back down, then the 5th string on the harmonic, then the 3rd string with the pinky, and then the harmonic on the 6th string. And then you just start over. So we have this. All right? So take that slow and then start just kind of get used to it and follow the fingerings. I think if you can follow what I was doing very slowly, there's not going to be any printouts for this lesson because it's very simple. It's all at 1 fret. But the next lesson, we're going to really start applying this in some advanced ways. All right? So stay tuned, and I'll see you guys then. Please go to guitarlessons365.com and support the site in any way you can. I appreciate it. Bye-bye.